to 5.11, 511, and that is approve amendment number 2 to the agreement for medical services in Lake County Detention Facility by and between California Forensic Medical Group Incorporated, CFMG, and the County of Lake for an increase of 6.5% and a new base sum of $4,401,513.50 for the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025, and authorize the chair to sign. Health Services Director Anthony Arden, you have the floor.
Good evening. Usually I'm used to saying good morning. This is it not on? There we go. Okay. Good evening. Stephen and I started work on this amendment back in December. I feel like it's been a long time in progress. We need to go ahead and get this approved. The initial request came in around 10%. Stephen, Casey, and I got to work on trying to get that down to 6.5, which is what we have before you today. We need your approval for this so we can make the payments. We're about 4 or 5 months behind on the payments to WellPath, so we need to move forward and get this done before the end of the fiscal year. I open it up to comments.
Supervisor Sabatier?
So the reason for pulling this, number one, it's a big ticket item. I didn't feel it needed to continue to be in, and I did not expect this meeting to go as long, but did not feel it needed to be on consent, needed to be discussed. I think 6.5% on such a large number is already a lot to ask for, especially when you look at the past 10 years and how much it has increased overall. I know that I have been a part of the, don't ask me what it stands for, but the MAC quarterly meeting, where basically we get quarterly data regarding the jail medical. I would like to see if there's consensus to bring something back to the board to add that to our committees. I think that one Board of Supervisors should always be paying attention to what's happening in our jail medical. I think it's really important. I happened to be there because I shared interests and they started inviting me. And so I just would like to see if we can formalize that, if there's approval or consent from the board to do so and bring it back at a later time to make it happen. And the other one is that CalAIM is one of the big changes that we've slowly been trying to engage in. And I know it still talks about getting people signed up for their Medi-Cal towards their latter part of their stay. But what's known as 70% or more of those of the inmates in our jail are pretrial, meaning we don't know if they're going to be dismissed today. We don't know if they're going to get bailed today. And it's hard to suddenly jump and go through the application process. And I would like to make a request and maybe just ask Director Arden to take this request to Medical Services to see if we can do that right away as soon as they enter jail, get them signed up for Medi-Cal, deactivate it, and then reactivate it when they leave, rather than waiting to see if we can comply with the discharge parameters, because people are falling through the cracks, and we want to make sure that inmates being released from jail are hitting the softest landing possible to be able to succeed in their endeavors to go back into normal life. So those are my comments. I just wanted to make sure and pull it, talk about it, and provide those comments.
Anything to add to that? Or?
Yeah, no, I will 100% take that to our group. I think it's important to make sure that we're looking at all avenues possible to ensure that we have good quality health for our inmates and even those who are just short-term visitors. So I will bring that to them. In terms of CalAIM, you're right, it is a slow implementation. Lisa and I just sent out invites to start the committee up in July, with implementation timeline going to October 26th. So we should be on schedule for that. And then in terms of the contract, I hear you. I get that it's a rock and a hard place. Part of this is contractual inflation adjustment, and then the other part of it is, they're providing medical services. And as we know, cost of LVNs, RNs, doctors are all going through the roof, as well as administrative challenges, regulatory changes, and things like that. So that's part of the other reason for the additional 2%. And, we can sit there and try to fight that and keep our costs down, but it's just going to impact the other end, which is the quality of services, unfortunately. So not a fun issue to be on, but we're doing the best that we can from health services in ensuring that they are providing quality care. We're in my second year now, and I've seen much improvement from myself and our team in doing the audit review for the jail medical inspections, and we just passed a policy internally to make sure that we do that in a timely manner every single year, and we have monthly meetings set up with their administrators as well to ensure that those are happening. So we're making all the improvements that we can, and I promised you during my board eval that I would ramp up my knowledge of this because this is an area of weakness for me, so I'm getting on it.
All right, so I'm going to open it up to the public real fast. Is there anyone on Zoom? Stephen, you're the only one in. I didn't know if you wanted to add. All right, now bring it back in. I know that you asked for a consensus. I'm not sure if you have that. Do we have a consensus for the?
I'm fine with that.
Everyone seems to be fine with the consensus, so.
I will work with admin to put that on our, any future agenda where it's appropriate to place it.
The approval of the 6.5, is that the?
No, putting, making it official for a Board of Supervisor to be appointed.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely welcome that.
No,
I
I
mean,
think
it's pretty
that's
much been
great.
happening anyway, so.
I like
It's
that.
next week.
Huh?
I
I'm
like it.
teasing.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Cool, yes.
And you're doing a great job.
Strike what I said.
I'm doing my best. I'm not perfect, but
And Mr. Chair, if there's no further comments, I move to approve amendment number 2 to the agreement for medical services in Lake County Detention Facility by and between California Forensic Medical Group, Inc. and the County of Lake for an increase of 6.5% and a new base sum of $4,401,513.50 for the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025, and authorize the chair to sign.
I second that.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And that motion carries. Thank you very much.
go Giants.
Go Giants. There you go.